All right, guys, we're getting ready to light out. This is in the middle of the week. It's a Wednesday. We're going to take a little bit of a ride around Raleigh, North Carolina on some of the greenways here. Thought you guys might come along with us. This is my birthday ride, so don't know what we're going to get into, but I'm sure we will get into something, so stick around. Okay, well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. We are out in the middle of the week. How you doing today? We come out on a Wednesday. Why do we come out on a Wednesday? Well, because it's my birthday. I don't know how old I am.
But you're not in your birthday suit.
It's going to be one of them days. I can already see it.
Every day.
Already see it. So, Michelle had mentioned, as soon as while we were kind of getting on the bikes, how you doing today? That we should, how you doing? Great day to you too. We should do a video on exactly what we are doing today. And hello. And
going right, going straight.
We're going to be turning across the bridge here.
Okay, going right.
No. We're going straight here to cross the bridge. By the way, say hello, Mrs. Southern E-Biking.
Hello to all of my people out there.
To all of her peeps.
Hello.
How you doing? But no, she said we should do a video on exactly what we're doing today. We're taking some time for ourselves because that's something that we really haven't done a whole lot in our lives. What you think, Michelle?
We don't take enough of it.
Yeah, and we're taking more of it now, as evidenced by, you know, just recently 2 road trips and another one in the planning.
Left or right, Blaine?
We're going to go to the left when we get to the Neuse River.
That's a song, you know.
To the left, to the left.
Exactly.
It is going to be one of them days. I can see it. I can see it for sure.
I can see it now.
I can see it clearly now. Oh no. Here you go, a little tandem bike. How y'all doing today? But we decided to take today off. We just took off. You know, that's why we got a supervisor back there to do these kind of things. Michelle, what do you got to say about all this?
About all what?
Taking time off for ourselves.
It's important to do because you're not guaranteed tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
As a matter of fact, I found out, I know nobody out there is going to know them, but I found out that folks we know in the horse world, one of their husbands is on hospice now.
Yeah.
So, you know, and she said, I made that very comment on a Facebook post that I saw. Take today because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. Well,
that's it. And, you know, we went through that a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's when we kind of decided we don't have tons of time left. We don't know what we have. No, we might have tons of time left, but we don't know what we have. So it's time to come out here and
enjoy
it.
Don't take for granted the day you got for the day you want to have.
Yeah. I would say that's a fact.
The very minute you're in is the best minute of your life. Make it that way.
So
anyway,
so what else you got to add in on this, Michelle? So what are we doing about this?
Well, I mean, we've got our road trip coming up next week, and here we are on your birthday out riding. That's something that we wouldn't have done probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. We'd have been like, no, we need to work more. Yeah.
You
know?
There's no question about it. No question about it.
So. Nope, I stand firm on that now. I'm not saying we can do it all the time, but we should do it some of the time.
How about a lot of the time?
Yes, well. On your left. So.
And we, in that venue,
You know,
audio might be just a little bit different as well right now, because I've got it set up a little bit differently here, because I'm using a power bank on my my GoPro.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm using a power bank is because I'm actually wearing a backpack and seeing how that's going to work. And I got to tell you, man, I got a bunch of stuff stuffed in there. You know, for the road trip coming up, we're definitely going to use this. But
We're not on the road trip yet, honey.
No, I know that. I'm saying with a road trip coming up, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to experiment and see how this thing would work.
You're making it sound like you've got your bags packed and you stuffed it all and you're like,
well,
let's go.
It is packed. I've got a ton of stuff in there right now, but it's just it's not that I need it for this.
So you'd put a materialistic woman to shame with them big purses that they have everything in there. Is that what you're saying?
In a heartbeat, man. In a heartbeat.
Gotcha. I will say that I am not one of those females.
No, you're not.
I'm a minimalist, and as far as I'm concerned, the less I carry, the less I have in my house, the less I have to deal with.
Yeah, and you know what? I've done it again.
What have you done?
You're on the left speaker, and I'm pulling up on the left-hand side.
Okay.
I need to come up on the right-hand side.
Only if you do that, you're going to end up in the Neuse River.
Oh, I'll push you over on the road. That's not a problem.
You won't go home very well then. You know that whole Saber Life thing?
No, I'll just push you over there. That's no big deal. That's no big deal.
Oh, is that the case?
So we got that all lined up.
We got to tell everybody about the candy store.
Oh yes, on our way out here. So we
start with the chapstick and head it from there.
Yeah, all right. So I told Michelle I forgot my chapstick. You know, my lips have been getting drier this year than they usually are. And so I've been trying to use some chapstick, especially when we're out riding in the wind. And I forgot it at home. And so I told Michelle, well, we'll stop at this store up here and get some. So first thing she did was raced over to the left, try and get into I don't know, speedway or something like that.
Yes.
Boy, it looked like it was a pain to get into. And I said, well, look, there's a Sheetz right down there and there's nobody coming. Let's go ahead and
go across 4 lanes of traffic.
Yeah, go ahead and go across. There was nobody coming. And we'll go to that Sheetz. So I go to the Sheetz, I walk in there and I'm looking all around, couldn't find any. I asked somebody, says, it'd be over in this area here. And I went down there and there was a worker right there.
Left or right?
You're gonna go to the right. I'll tell you what, let's go up to the left though for a second. That's going to be the shelter up there.
Okay. Why do we want to go up there?
Because we've been caught in the rain, I think, twice right here.
Okay.
And I want to bookmark that on a particular app that will remain nameless.
Okay, continue with your story.
Yeah. So I want to just take a picture of this shelter and bookmark it because we've hit this twice for some reason. But so she bolted across the traffic right there, and we went ahead, and you know, it was all good. Went down to the Sheetz, couldn't find anything there. I asked the one guy that worked there. He said, "Oh no." Yeah. Well, we'll just leave that scenario alone. Let's just come up here, and I'm gonna mark this off as a shelter so that I have it in my bookmarks real quick. And so we started looking around to see if there was maybe a drugstore in the area. We'll go ahead and do a boy, that's not a very good picture right there. And we couldn't find a drugstore, but Michelle says, ooh, she's seen something. What was it, Michelle?
It was over, we decided to take a little drive through this little shopping center, and I saw the words, the candy shop. And I'm like, dude, I know it's early in the morning, but it's your birthday. We have to stop at a candy shop. And he says, but I don't want no candy. I said, I don't care. It's your birthday and I want candy. So we're going to stop at the candy shop.
So we did. We stopped at the candy shop.
I'm like strolling in there like I done owned the place, and then what happens?
So we walk in. It's a hair salon.
It's a hair salon.
It's a hair salon.
His name is Candy.
I looked at her. You know, you guys have seen me.
Oh gosh.
I don't have much business in a hair salon. So, yeah, but the candy shop is actually a hair salon. So we were in the backwards world. Then we seen another place,
and then tell
Health Market.
But no, then tell them what I said. I'm like, where's the candy? And they said, she's sitting right there.
Yeah. And so we see another place at the Health Market. Now that sounds like a place you could run in and get some chapstick, right? It's an insurance place. You know, we went through a bizarro world there.
So we left with no Health Market and no chapstick and no candy.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I find very offensive because I wanted candy.
So
anyway,
we never did get any chapstick, but we made it.
And we didn't get any candy either.
Yeah, we didn't get any candy, so
that's more important.
We'll have to maybe stop, find some place on the way back.
Hello.
How y'all doing? So, now the backpack that I'm wearing, the reason that the sound may be a little bit different, it has
bright light, love it.
It has a thank you message. People sending me birthday messages.
I wanted to send you birthday candy.
I had to move my microphone from where I normally wear it, and so we are, you know, like I said, experimenting with that just a little bit. So the sound might be a little bit different. Let us know how it's coming out. I'm also recording on Michelle's soundtrack to see about using it, the internal recording on that. I don't know if we're going to keep using that or not, but we'll see. We'll see. But I am kind of excited about this backpack because I wore it once at home and it's relatively comfortable. I'm just not sure what it's going to be like in the middle of summer.
You're accessorizing.
But that might be a case of I may be able to lose that rear rack and go back to my sporty fender, my off-road fenders. And that might mean I have to go back off-road more and more. How about that, Michelle?
Until you go back, get back to it like you keep going back to Kamut.
Do what?
Until you go back to it and like you keep going back to Kamut.
Yeah, well, you know I'm never satisfied. So, Michelle,
yeah.
What else do you have to say about enjoying today?
You know, I'm glad we've got the e-bikes. You know, because when I first got my e-bike, we were, you know, it was during the pandemic and we were just kind of like meandering around. You didn't really know what to do and you didn't have an e-bike. And, you know, you were thinking about it for a while. And it kind of reminds me of when we got the horses, when that whole thing started. You'd had horses your whole life and you were like, I don't think I want to do anyone, but if you want a horse, we'll go ahead and buy you a horse.
You have to understand.
Okay, when, can I finish my story?
Yeah, I know. I want to toss this in though, because they don't really know a whole lot about this. Is I spent my life on horses up until I became an adult and I moved out. When I moved out, I started racing off-road motorcycles. I was racing some motorcycles when I lived at home as well. But hello, puppy dog. But I started getting a little bit more serious about it then, and I stopped with the horses. And so now you can pick it up from there, Michelle.
So Blaine was like, I'll buy you a horse, but I don't want anything to do with them. Well, it's basically the thing that happened with the horse, the same thing that happened with the e-bike. You know, except for the horse was probably more so in the beginning, is that I was like, I'm gone. I was out there having fun with my horse, and Blaine's like, twiddling his fingers at home like, oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And, you know, I got the hobby, and then he followed, and this kind of happened the same way. I got the hobby, and he followed. And the nice thing about the e-bikes, although don't get me wrong, I love my horses, is that we don't have to feed them.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about vet bills that are like $1,000. Of course, I've seen some of the shopping you've been doing on Amazon lately, Blaine McLaughlin.
Yeah, well, you are unaware. This kind of looks like I've got... Okay, I was looking at the straps in the shadow here.
So...
you are kind of unaware.
Oh, no, I'm...
Two of us on your left. How you doing today? Have a great one.
I'm always aware.
That...
I just don't make you aware that I'm aware.
Oh, I see.
That's how that goes.
I'm kind of possibly in the market for another bike.
Uh-huh.
Just saying.
Uh-huh.
Just saying.
Well...
Kind of possible.
I'm glad you're just saying.
Kind of possible.
So, but anyway,
I
guess what I'm saying is, you know, it's fun to be able to do things together. The e-bikes make that possible. And one of the older ladies that I sometimes ride with said it right. She said it gives her freedom when she, you know, and I would have to agree with that, because, you know, we're sitting here riding, and it just feels good to go. It feels good to adventure. We're going places, you know, because if we'd have been traveling on road trips, Blaine, what would we have been doing? We wouldn't have been, right?
Well,
you would not have wanted to go to Charlotte and the other place, and then that other place that we're going to surprise everybody about.
That is correct.
You know, and we wouldn't have gone to West Virginia to the Greenbrier River Trail and all the other places that we've gone. We just wouldn't have done it. So there's a, you know, that's that freedom, that going. And so I guess at the end of the day, that's just what I'm looking at it for. You know, we're doing it together, and it's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Hello. So anyway.
All right. So.
And I mean, what could make your birthday much better than having the day with me?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Except for candy.
I know. No, I'm only interested in you. I'm not interested in her. Haha, you see what I did there?
Yeah, but I'm interested in candy. Chocolate candy.
We will find a candy store. So
caramel candy.
Okay, so you know, like I said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of let you know. You know, we do have another road trip coming up real soon. Real soon.
Yeah.
And in the spring, I have decided I'm going to try and put together a group for e-biking, and I think the focus of it is going to be on different routes. You know, you have heard me talk so much about all these routes. We're in Raleigh city limits right now. You guys have heard me. I think we're still in Raleigh city limits.
Yeah, we are.
That's what I thought. You guys have heard me talk about and Raleigh is the capital of North Carolina, so it's not a little town. About all these places that we have here. So I think what I want to try, and you know, we've talked about having a certain a niche that threads everything together. That's what the niche is going to be. Is we are going to try to two of us on your left. We're gonna try and put this off as having a lot of local routes that are different all the time. So, you know, that's going to be coming up in the spring as well. I'm not going to try it for the winter. We're still.
Will you be like trying to get ideas and organize things?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, will you be trying to get organized and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
In the wintertime, I mean, you're not going to just like spring.
Well, yeah, no. I'm saying not actually kick it off, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Get it prepped, yes, but not kick it off. But I think that's going to wrap it up for my birthday ride.
Yeah.
We're hooking a left up here, Michelle. We're not going across the bridge. I think that's a viewpoint going out there, maybe.
Viewpoint.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so. No, maybe not.
It could be a connector trail. Yeah, it looks like that's actually a connector trail to someplace. So, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So this is Southern E-Biking and
Mrs. Southern E-Biking.
what are we telling them, Michelle?
Honey, don't ask me to do that.
Oh, yeah, you hit it so perfect the last time.
Yeah,
hey,
we just don't want to do that.
Hey, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we are out.